Some things are not attacking your spiritual life, you're feeding them. And the silent habits you tolerate today are the very things suffocating your walk with God tomorrow. Let's talk about 7 habits that are quietly killing your spiritual life, so you can break free and rise again. There are moments when you look at your life and you know something is off. You pray, but there's no fire. You read the word, but nothing lands. You worship, but your heart feels distant. And sometimes, it's not because God is silent. It's because certain habits have been silently draining your spiritual strength. Today, let's expose these habits, not to condemn you, but to free you, because you cannot fight what you cannot identify. 1. Spiritual neglect. I'll pray later. One of the most dangerous habits is delaying your time with God. Every "I'll read later." Every "I'm too tired to pray tonight." Every "I'll get serious with God next week" slowly builds a wall between you and your spiritual hunger. You don't lose your fire in one day. You lose it in small, unnoticed moments of neglect. 2. Compromised environments. Your environment is feeding you something, either faith or weakness. When you surround yourself with voices, entertainment, conversations, and atmospheres that contradict the Spirit of God, your discernment weakens. You cannot stay spiritually alive in a spiritually toxic environment. 3. Secret sin you keep justifying. Nothing kills spiritual sensitivity faster than hidden sin. Not even the act itself, but the justification of it. When you start telling yourself it's not that bad, you give the enemy a legal doorway into your peace, your clarity, and your confidence before God. Secret sin drains you in silence. It steals your spiritual authority before anyone even knows what's happening. 4. Competing priorities. No time for God. We live in a generation where everything is urgent, except our relationship with God. Your job wants more of you. Your phone wants more of you. Life pulls you in 1,000 directions, yet only one thing can restore your soul. When God becomes an option, your spiritual life becomes unstable. When God becomes your priority, your whole life aligns. 5. Emotional reactivity. Your spiritual life is weakened every time you respond from your emotions instead of the Spirit. Anger, bitterness, comparison, offense. These emotions become spiritual parasites. They eat away at your peace, your joy, and your ability to hear God clearly. Your reactions reveal your spiritual temperature. 6. Isolation, fighting alone. The enemy loves isolated believers, because when you're alone, you're vulnerable. When you disconnect from fellowship, mentorship, and spiritual community, you miss the sharpening, the accountability, the encouragement that keeps your spiritual life alive. Even Jesus surrounded himself with disciples, not because he needed them, but to model the power of community. 7. Feeding your soul junk food. Your spirit cannot thrive on spiritual junk. Hours on social media, endless scrolling, gossip, constant noise. These things crowd your mind and silence your spirit. If you fill yourself with garbage all day, don't be surprised when spiritual things feel distant. You must protect your intake the same way you protect your health. If you see yourself in any of these habits, don't condemn yourself. Conviction is not a sign that God is angry. It's a sign that God is calling you back. Your spiritual life can be restored. Your fire can return. Your hunger can rise again. God hasn't moved. He's right where he's always been, waiting for you to come home. Let this be the moment you return, the moment you realign, the moment you rebuild your walk with God, because your spiritual life matters more than you know, more than you feel, more than the world will ever tell you.